Hello everyone, my name is Alessia Cara and I'm going to be taking you through my everyday skincare / makeup routine. So I'm going to put my hair back and then start with the skincare. First thing I'm going to do is cleanse my face. If it's the morning and I don't have makeup on, I'll usually just do a water-based cleanser. This is the one I like to use by CeraVe, don't know how to say it. I like to get my nose area here because that's where I tend to have a lot of pores and where a lot of stuff can get stuck because I wear lots of concealer, so I kind of focus it there. And then wash it off. Voila, your face is clean. After that, to get all of the pH back in your face, I want to use a toner. The one that I like to use is the Witch Hazel and Rose Water Toner by Mario Badescu. So I take a cotton pad and just put it on and then just put it all over my face. I never really used to take care of my skin. I think I started really caring about it about 3 years ago. I was going through like a really rough period emotionally and I was trying to look for ways to practice self-care, and so I started getting into skincare and realizing how important it is to just take care of yourself and how actually cathartic it can be to just sit in front of a mirror and just care for your body. I have very like purpley caved in eye bags for dark circles, so I like to treat them with an eye serum. This is from Skin Iceland. Just put a little bit on, not too much. I heard if you use this finger, it's the most gentle under the eyes. So moisturizer would be next, and I just put that much on. The amount that I use just depends on how dry my skin is that day. My skin can get pretty dry because I travel a lot. That takes a toll on your skin. But right now it's all right. So the next step is oil. It's what I like to do. I love making my skin look just like as glowy and just like wet as possible. I like to use this like serum oil thing by Glossier. You apply it as the last step in your routine. I'm gonna put them both like together, make a little concoction of both of these things. So here's the oil. Put about that much. Just put like a couple pumps of that and then just mix it together. You can see it just looks really nice and shimmery. Kind of move it up like that. It also adds blood flow to your face, especially in the morning. My face can get like kind of puffy, so I like to give it a little quick massage. After your skincare is all done, let's get to the makeup. I do like to start with a CC cream. This is by It Cosmetics. It's really great because it's like a little tinted moisturizer, so it doesn't like clog your pores or anything. It has SPF 50 in it. Sunscreen never used to really be important to me until I started getting older and realizing that your skin can actually get severely damaged over time. I put maybe like that much and then just kind of like spot it out like that. I'm a little bit tan, so the color might not match, but we'll fix it. Then I like to take a little brush like this and just sort of go in circles and put it everywhere. All right, so now that the makeup is blended, as you can see with this like dewy thing, you don't lose the dewiness. So the next thing I like to do is put on concealer. For all of you girls and guys who have dark circles, you know that the Tarte concealer is great. It's like really full coverage. You don't need a lot. I kind of just take the excess off because again, I don't want too much. I don't want it to look cakey. And then instead of applying a triangle, I like to just put it in dots and like that. Then I take a beauty blender. This one's kind of dirty, so don't look at it. I like to take the thin side just to get in the creases of my eyes. I believe it was about 3 years ago now already. I released a song called Scars to Your Beautiful, which is all about positive body image and self-image and self-love. When I was promoting it, I decided to go on red carpets and perform and do every bit of promo for it without makeup on and my natural hair and just like the most plain clothes. I did that because I felt like it would be kind of strange for me to promote a song about self-empowerment and then be afraid to show who I am, you know, on a big stage. People always told me that I didn't look the part and that I, you know, couldn't be a pop star because I didn't have the it factor, because I didn't wear elaborate outfits and tons of makeup. And so I wanted to prove a statement. I wanted to tell the world that I can be up on that stage and look how I want to look, and it's okay, and it's not about all of those things. I feel like over time people have sort of labeled me as someone who is like anti-makeup or hates that stuff, and that's not true. As you can see, I love it. I just feel like makeup should be used as like an art form and as something to like accentuate parts of yourself that you like and, you know, make yourself feel good, but I don't think it should cover up those things. I don't think you should need it. That's the difference. I think you should want to do it because it's fun. I have pretty weird, bushy, strange eyebrows, so I definitely like to comb them up, as everybody does nowadays. So this is the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit, and I just brush them up like that. When I was in high school, I used to pluck them to the wire. They were just like one hair pretty much. It looked horrible. So I'm glad that the bushy brows are in so I can really just thrive with this. Then I like to take the other side. Not too much because I don't want them to look like little black rectangles, but I just kind of fill in the parts that are empty. In order to make them stay up throughout the day, I always have long days doing promo and shows and stuff, so I like to use brow gel. I'm using this Benefit one. All the writing is gone. You can tell how much I use it. Because there's a lot of product, I start on the back end like this. So then by the time I get to the front, there's less product and it doesn't look as thick. So start here and then work your way in. It feels a little awkward to do it that way, but trust me, it works. So now that your brows are on, I like to do eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use the brown one. I wanna create like almost a wing before the actual wing liner. I feel like if the liner and the eyeshadow go in the same direction, it really just makes your eyes, you know, more elongated, because I have sort of round eyes. Then I like to take this little like peachy one. Sometimes, if I'm really just feeling so wild, I'll take a little bit more and bring it down onto just below the waterline like that. You don't want to go too crazy because I find that if I do it too much, it looks like I have pink eye. So we want to avoid that just a little bit, just to create like a little shadow. So next I like to do my eyeliner. I like to draw a line first to get the angle so I know what I'm working with before I go for it. So I start here, just right at the corner, and draw a line like that. Like that looks good. Sometimes I'll make it longer, depending on the day. And then before I go to that eye, I like to match it on this side to make sure that it's the same angle, because that's where I always get messed up. So I've learned my lesson. So you start like this and just pray that it's the same. I think it is. I like to start right in the middle, or like around here, because I find that if I start from the beginning of my eye, it sort of just makes my eyes look smaller. I don't like doing a line throughout. I just kind of like to make the end pointier without losing some of that height on the front of my eye, if that makes sense. So I'll show you what I mean. To start it like about here. There we go. I also go like this to make sure that when I close my eyes, it looks fine. We know what happens when you try to make it thicker, then you just look like a raccoon. So I feel like that's good. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I love it. I've always done this look. I feel like it just makes my eyes look open and awake and just, I don't know, it adds a nice shape that I really like. So I just recently started using cream blush, which I find is a lot better and more natural for my skin personally, because sometimes powders tend to look a little bit patchy. I'm gonna use the Glossier one. This one is so good. So put a little bit on. This is another product where less is more. So I just like to go here, and then I like to bring it up. And then whatever's left on my finger, I just like to put over my nose to look sun-kissed. This blush brush is was my mother's from probably the 80s or 90s. It is insane. It's clean. Like I wash it all the time, and it's so rough. Like it's not even good. I don't know. I just like it because it was my mom's. But so I use that, and then I sort of just blot it on, smile, and then bring your blush up and bring it over to the nose, and then the other side. So then, if you have a little too much on, I like to just take my beauty blender and just blend it in. My mom is actually really into makeup. I didn't start even seeing her without makeup on until like a couple of years ago. She's very into makeup. I used to always just sit in the bathroom and watch her do her makeup every day. It was so relaxing to just watch. Next is a bronzer. I don't always wear bronzer, but I feel like in the summer it just looks kind of nice. So I'm using this cream one. Again, creams are just, I feel like they just look a little more natural. So I take a brush and then just like dust the brush, or dust it on the brush like this. Sweep it over, put some on my hand to make sure that it, you know, isn't too much, and then go like this, find my cheekbone, and then just kind of apply it in circles. My pet peeve for my face is when I have a line and you can tell, so I always try to blend as much as possible. Anyone who wore makeup in high school probably knows this product, the falsies lashes. This is like the staple high school thing, at least for me. I start right at the root, like this, and then do a little shimmy all the way up. My lashes are always nicer for some reason on this side than that eye. I don't know why. I need highlighter at all times. It's like my favorite part of makeup. So I got this highlighter in a gift bag when I was in Germany. Pretty sure it's a German brand or European brand. That is how you spell it. It is the best highlighter I've ever had in my life. So I like to go right here, like on this part of my face, bring it up to my temples, like that, and then my brow bone. That's like the magic 3. It's like a little W. And then just blend as much as you can so you don't see the line. Then I'll take a little bit from my fingers and put it right here, and then a little bit just right here at the tip. Like that. And then whatever's left, if there is anything left, I'll like turn it into like a little lotion, and I just put it like on my, what is this called? Décolletage? Just put it on my collarbone. There we go. So the highlighter is on. As you can see, you look like a donut, as they say, a glazed donut. So the last step in my routine is lips. I like to use lip balm first. Lips are the hardest thing for me to like keep on because I'm always doing interviews. I'm talking so much throughout the day, singing, it's always getting smudged. So it's good to find something long lasting, which is why I think lip liner works for me, because it just stays on longer than lip gloss. So, and then from there I start on the outer corner and just create like a little ombre. If you have lip balm on, it should sort of blend naturally when you do that, which is great. It blends a lot easier when you have something on your lips. So the last step, but certainly not least, is lip gloss. This is the best lip gloss I have tried ever. Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. I love Rihanna. She's one of my favorite artists of all time, one of my fashion icons, makeup, like inspirations. I love her. And so naturally when she put out this line, I had to try it. And I apply way too much. But again, you can't have too much shine. So go like that. A little bit on the top. And there you go. Then I'll just take my hair out, shake it out a little bit, because it probably got a little flat from having it behind my ears. And there we go. That is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And now you can go out in the world looking like the pearl that you are. Thanks, guys.